Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Rooms. And alright, it's finally time to return to this game, Asphalt 7, oh yeah. So a long time ago I was making a series of me playing this game, however, in one reinstall of the emulator that I use, unfortunately I lost my save game, so I lost all of my progress, and ever since I never recorded it again because I thought, hey, I need to catch up to where I was, but never did, and instead I decided, you know what, let's start from the beginning, so we're gonna make this a series of finishing the career from the beginning. I really have not played anything. I just set up controls and volumes and all of that. I have the default amount of money that you get, and I have a free spin over here, so I might as well do that. Let's hope that we get a free car or something. As you can see, it just shows me a not too great car, but hey, come on, give me something good, car, ah, come on. See, this is when gambling was fun, eh? Asphalt 8, just saying. You had this roulette, you could win some cash or even a car and all of that, so yes. Alright, so career mode, like I said, I haven't played anything. I think in the previous career mode I was somewhere like in Cup 8 or something, I don't remember. But we're gonna start from the beginning, apparently with the tutorial, and the objective is just reaching first place. That's pretty much it. Which cars do I have available? I have the Abarth 500 Essence. And that's it, right? Yeah, I got nothing except my Abarth. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know, but let's go for it. Not gonna use boosters for now. Let's just get into the race itself and see what we can do.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Now this time I am applying the highest visual settings that the game allows so that the reflections are better. In the original series that I did for this game, I started without this maximum graphics, and it looked kind of bland. But then I was let known, I think it was Krypton that told me that this could be played with higher settings by just adjusting one particular file. I did, and look at it, it looks very nice. I mean, let's keep in mind, this game, it's from 2012? 2011, 2012, so it was a little before, obviously, than Asphalt 8. And, you know, while Asphalt 8 obviously looks better in many aspects, this thing doesn't look all that bad for being such an old game. And considering also that this is a mobile game, or was rather a mobile game, hey, not too terrible, not too terrible. This is the foundation of how Asphalt became the mammoth of arcade racing in mobile that it is now, by having some good-looking, fun games just like this one. Now, if you've never played this game, I'm gonna treat you like you've never seen any videos on this game, or you never watch any of my other videos or anything like that. I don't need to mention that this game definitely feels dated on the driving. The physics are a little strange, particularly on the collision side. It's super strange, it doesn't feel very natural. The drifting, it absolutely feels very different than that of Asphalt 8. Because in Asphalt 8 you can do the wiggle rear end, you know? Over here you can do that. If you start drifting, you're gonna drift only to one side, and if you try to counter steer, well, you're counter steering the drift, but you don't actually drift to the other side. So once you start a drift, you commit to that drift on that particular direction. You can eventually cancel it, but it's not as easy as it is in later Asphalt games. And that actually makes it interesting, because it makes it surprisingly a bit closer to what you would expect on a drift on a more or rather in a less arcadey racing game. It feels strange, yes, but it's not unmanageable, and if you learn to control it, and then it's pretty good. I think so. Now, you may have noticed that I just did a cut right there, basically skipping the entirety of the second lap, because the second lap was just exactly the same as the first one, only all by myself, because there was no AI to race against. So I'm gonna be trying indeed to condense a little bit some of these races, because for the most part the second lap, especially with these very slow cars, is not all that interesting to look at, so yeah. But you know what, I also thought of something else that it might be useful for me to add in the game, so let me see if I can get it working. Alright, there we go, I got it working. How's this for a little bit of help on how I'm driving in this game? Yeah. So I added this little display so that you can see what keys I'm pressing. Not that it really helps, because it's not that it's that difficult to drive in this game. But hey, at least we make it a bit more interesting, because precisely I want to show you how it's a little different on how you control the drift in this game, and I think that's going to help explain it a bit better than me just trying to say it with words. So alright, we got a little bit of these stars. These stars you get by finishing races, but also by finishing objectives. And unlike Asphalt 8, The objectives in here are specific, or even Asphalt 9. The objectives are not specific to a race. Instead, they're global objectives that you just need to complete in any of the career races, or I suppose in multiplayer, although I don't think multiplayer works. So for example, I'm getting started. I have done 1 of 3 career races, so whenever I do, I'm gonna get 1 star from here, drift a total of 1,000 meters in a single event, or collect $10 pickups, which I did 9 out of 10 in the previous race. Cool. So next race is an elimination in London. Okay, this is gonna be also a very long race, I think. Still cannot use anything but this, and honestly I don't want to spend much of my money, but I guess we could always do a little bit of upgrading. Lots of different upgrades in here. There's 6 stats to upgrade: top speed, acceleration, nitro efficiency. So nitro, it's nitro speed, right? So how fast it goes, and this one increases nitro efficiency. It's curious because Asphalt 8 focused only on nitro speed. The duration doesn't change in Asphalt 8 as you upgrade it. And Asphalt 9 is the opposite, where they focus on the nitro efficiency. The nitro speed is always the same in Asphalt 9 for the car, but as you upgrade the nitro, it is the efficiency. Over here we have both stats separate. We have handling and we have armor upgrade, which I suppose it basically determines how easy it is for you to wreck or get knocked down, I think. This one I'm not really sure because I never ever played multiplayer in this game, so I have no idea how this works. So let's just improve a little bit the top speed. I can't anymore. Alright, then this, and how about the acceleration? Okay, that's all I'm willing to spend, so let's go with that. Funny thing about customization in this game, not long ago I made a video precisely on Asphalt 8 customization and the things that are missing. Look at this. No, wait, is it here? Well, no, this car has specific colors. But this game does have, for some cars, where you can select straight up whichever color you want. It has the RGB selector, so that is pretty cool. But I think it looks good on red. So let's go for the red. And oh, and you can also tint the windows, but I'm not too interested in doing that. So let's go into the race. There's some boosters that you can get. Speed boost after a crash. Nitro bar fills just before the timer expires, excuse me, and earn nitro when hitting opponents. Now, this was the base of what later became the boosters that we know in Asphalt 8. That, you know, the tuning kit and all of that. This is kind of what it was, and it was called sponsors. And it was interesting. You could buy them obviously with the currency of credits, because there was only one currency, and that was fun. So, but hey, again, I can't help but to compare this game a little bit versus what later became of Asphalt in Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9. So obviously you see a bunch of things that are similar or familiar, but they're not necessarily the same. Alright, let's see if my actual acceleration improved. And by the way, this has auto accelerate, so I don't really need to be pressing forward. In fact, the up button, I have it set up for nitro use. But see what I'm saying about the drift? You see how very little I'm pressing the buttons to control the drift? It's kind of an interesting one. It's very peculiar how the drift works over here, but like I said, you get used to it, and in fact, you kind of get to enjoy it. It's fun once you get the hang of it. And you understand that, yeah, it doesn't feel at all like the drift in Asphalt 8 or Asphalt 9. And even then, between Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9, in those two games, the nitro between them already feels different. But when you compare it to this old drift, did I say nitro? This old drift, yeah, then it's absolutely a completely different thing. And like I said, it's just a matter of getting used to it. Not that it's difficult, it's just that you need to look at all this drift and I wasn't even pressing the key. So yeah, interesting, I tell you, it's pretty fun. Also in this game, you gotta be collecting those money pickups. They absolutely help to get more currency in the game. It's not like it's a ton of currency that you get from the pickups, but it absolutely helps. And the higher you are in the career, I suppose the rank of the car, or maybe the class of the car, also the pickups give more. Oh, there we go, I already drifted 1,000, nice. And that also means probably that I already did, yeah, collect the $10 pickups. So that's cool. See what I'm saying about those global objectives? And man, look at this. What is this called? I think this is the adrenaline mode of Nitro. Oh, wait a second. Is that it? No. Countdown. No, it's gonna eliminate somebody else, not me, right? Yeah, okay. 5th place eliminated. So we have to wait until all of them are eliminated. But in the meantime, I've already shown you a full lap on this thing, and like I said, I'm gonna skip a little bit of this because it does get a little boring with the slow cars. Oh crap, there we go. Just was about to finish the entire race, but at least I wanted to show you the very last moment of the race, me winning. Oh yeah, baby! And by the way, I gotta say, I kinda like having the co-pilot voice going on, that lady talking. At first I thought it was a little bit annoying, but the more I play this game, I'm like, you know what? I'm kinda enjoying that. Honestly, I am. And did you know that Asphalt 8 was supposed to have this same type of thing, but eventually they binned the idea. So alright, we get a bunch of money from finishing the race, some reputation, there is some stars, and then I'm gonna get more stars from having finished 2 objectives. There's one of them, and there's another one. Beautiful. And then they get refreshed 2 new objectives. Now there's one type of objectives which are annoying because you cannot complete them because they require a social element to the game, and as far as I know, all of the social in regards to this game is kinda dead, but at the same time it has way to skip it. But we'll get to that once we see one of these. For now, we just have to finish 1 more and 2 knockdowns in a single event and buy any upgrade. Alright, cool. We have unlocked the Range Rover Evoque. Not gonna use that though. And we have unlocked more cars in the lottery: Charger SRT8, DMC12, RS5 Coupe, and the oh, I'd love to have this, the Viper ACR-X. What a beauty of a car. Next race in Havana, old school arcade. Okay, this is just a time attack, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, so long as you finish the race, you get 1 star with 10 seconds left, 2 stars and 20 seconds left, 3 stars. That's kind of the idea. So, oh, and it's a free try of the Ford Mustang GT. All right, cool. Variety in the video. I love it. All right, here we go. Now, before I learned indeed that this game, you could play it at even higher settings, aka what I have now, these places at daytime look really weird. Like, you could tell it was daytime, but it looked kind of dark. It was weird. Now, with these higher settings, it looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, some of these engine sounds you might recognize that you've heard of in Asphalt 8, because there's indeed some engines shared and all of that. I think all of the models were reworked to basically like remodel the car so that they're higher polygon from in Asphalt 8. Ah, Jesus Christ. But for the most part, the sounds seem to be the same. Although the way that sounds work in this game, the way the cars accelerate and all of that, you actually get to hear more variety in the same engine, more variety of sounds, precisely because of the cars accelerating differently and how much they rev and whatnot. But look at that. Look at that. And all things considered, in spite of the fact being so old, the cars don't look terrible. I mean, I noticed that particularly when looking at the Aventador, which obviously I will get at some point later. Yeah, the Aventador in this game definitely looks very low poly compared to what I've seen in Asphalt 8. And yet, it still looks very much recognizable as a proper Aventador. It's not as bad as the old 3D racing games where the cars were just like 5 triangles big or something, and yeah, they were terrible. No, you can still see the shape of the car just fine. And let me go for that money, because we need money in this game. Money makes the world spin or something, I guess. Now you can see on the map, these orange roads are the shortcuts. It's kind of weird because, I mean, this game to begin with doesn't have a ton of crazy turns. That is something that happened more in Asphalt 8, much more so in Asphalt 9 when they started making the tracks way twistier. This one is not. In fact, in Asphalt 8 you can play in Monaco, which is, I don't believe in this game, but Monaco, I believe it's from Asphalt 6. And yeah, you can tell because it's precisely like this very, very wide, a lot of straights. So yeah, you can tell that it's on the design of all tracks, and this is kind of how all the tracks are in this game. But hey, I'm not complaining, it's still fun precisely because the car later on get to be really fast, dumb fast to be completely honest. And perhaps there's something to be said about the music being a little bit generic, but you know what? I like it. I do like the music, and by the way, it's not copyrighted, so I'm actually able to use the in-game music on a YouTube video. Imagine that! How crazy is that? But yeah, very wide tracks. Like I said, not tons of crazy turns or anything. There's a couple here and there, but for the most part, they're not a big trouble. And yeah, this is kind of like the old style of tracks. And like I was saying, the shortcuts are not tiny shortcuts. They're very considerable shortcuts. So you for the most part want to always go for them. All right, that's another race. I got my 3 stars plus another star from finishing the 3 career races. There we go, cool. What else do I gotta do? Buy any upgrade and perform 2 knockdowns. Oh, I gotta try the knockdowns. Knockdowns in this game are also very peculiar. And because I made some progress in the career now, we're able to, well, it has unlocked the second upgrade for chop speed. So now I can upgrade the cars in that. Later, sure. Okay, so my cell phone doing noises, because why not? Championship. Finish first to unlock the championship car, the Shelby GT500. Okay, cool. Can I upgrade the car that I'm going to be using? Yes, I can. Mostly because I need to finish the... Yeah, there we go. Got my 1 star, which again are useful precisely to unlock cars, to unlock I think that's what it unlocks, cars and maybe upgrades, I'm not sure. But yeah, because I now have 20 stars, I have unlocked the Ford Focus RS. Oh my god. Now, unlocked, that doesn't mean that I own it, I still have to buy it. But yeah, generally speaking, you want to focus on doing as many as you can of these stars. Start nitro 20 times, and also do some knockdowns, wreck less than 4 times in a single event. Okay, we should be able to do this too, in maybe all 3 in one race. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. No sponsors yet. Sponsors will be useful at some other point, but not just yet.
Welcome to London.
So wrecking less than 4 times should not be a problem. The knockdowns is where it's gonna get a little bit peculiar, because it's not as easy to knock down in this game as it is in other Asphalt games, especially 9. Well, and 8 is also very easy to knock down the AI. Over here, you're gonna just easily knock it down with any nitro. Instead, you kind of have to smack them against the wall or hit them once you are in the highest nitro possible, the shockwave nitro, where everything looks weirdly blue. There we go, that's a knockdown. And you lose control of your car for the duration of the knockdown. Kind of like the knockdown camera in Asphalt 8, except that this one you can't turn off. No, I drifted to the wrong side. You see what I'm saying about the collision? It looked like I should have wrecked right there because I almost hit that wall dead on. But because the collision is weird, the game was like, nah, you're fine. I'm telling you, it's weird. That's one of those peculiar things that you need to get used to in this game. Because it definitely feels dated. But, you know, once you accept that, yeah, it's gonna have some jank, and you love it for what it is, then you should have no problem. All right, so we need to start nitro. We did the knockdowns in a single event, yeah, and wreck. All right, so basically I just gotta focus on my nitro, that I use nitro point. Oh, and look at this. As I was saying, you can knock down when you're in that type of nitro, but that's about it. You cannot easily knock down with any of the other nitro. Now, nitro also works differently in this game because you cannot cancel it. For example, I'm going to show you. Pay attention to my keys. I'm going to use nitro and I'm trying to cancel it, but it doesn't cancel. The nitro is set to last a certain amount of time. I believe when you are in the adrenaline nitro, that one spends your entire nitro bar, but other than that, the nitro just has some little bit of a duration. Yeah, so check this out. This one is the one that I can cancel, but other than that, the regular nitro I really can't. So again, different, but not bad. Oh no, I forgot to say, you can cancel regular nitro, but with drift. You need to start a drift in order to cancel the nitro, so check this out. Gonna start the nitro.
One more to go.
Hold on, almost there. Okay. Nitro, start a drift, and that's what cancels it. So that is the way you want to cancel it, not just by pressing brake. So I guess in the end you can cancel any nitro, but in a different manner. Now, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more of Asphalt 7, you want to see me going through the career and unlocking every car that I possibly can, then hit the like button and also let me know in the comments. Tell me, quote, DBT, I want to see more of Asphalt 7, comma, it would be fantastic, exclamation mark, period, exclamation mark. If I see the comment like that, I will pin it. And if there's already a pinned comment like that, I will just heart your comment. How about that? But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see some more of this, because I'm game for recording it more. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit of time because I also record Asphalt 8, Asphalt 9, and I record a bunch of things, so it takes a while. But I absolutely want to play more of this because I want to finish it and unlock some of the fancy Lambos and whatnot, because you know that's how I roll, of course. Now I did manage to get all of the nitro usages in this race. I had to drift a lot in order to trigger them, but I did it. So basically we got 3 additional stars from that. There we go. Wreck less than 4 times, done. 2 knockdowns, done. Nitro 20 times, done. So that refreshes and gives me 3 new challenges to get more stars for the future. Now, smooth moves, perform a 15 move combo. Oh, we have to look at the combos. Change the paint color of any car, complete a championship event in career mode. Come on, I just did this one. Okay, fine, whatever. Ooh, look at that. Shelby GT 500 for 58,000. Oh, that sounds like something I would like to. Oh, I got a free spin. That's right. Whenever you finish one of the championships, you get a free spin. Please give me a free car. Please give me a free car. Come on. I believe in you, game. You can give me a free car. All I want in life is a free car. Nope. I got a livery, though. I'm not sure. Does it say for what car you get the livery? New decal? For what? It doesn't say. I just got a new decal. I'm not sure how decals work in this game either. If they're kind of shared between all of the cars or what is the deal about it. But there we go. That was the very first cup, not championship. Well, whatever. Then we can go into cup 2. As you can see, the cups at the start are very short with 3 races, but the more you advance, they start, well, you can see it, but they start having more and more races. So it does take a little bit, but man, is it fun. So this one is knockdown based. So you want to do knockdowns, not too difficult. It only asks for 5 knockdowns, so it's not necessarily all that demanding. Now we're on tier 2, so the car that we have for free is the BMW 1 Series M Coupe, and that's it, right? Oh no, the Ford Focus RS. Oh, that's the one that we unlocked a little earlier. Cool, but I don't own it, and that's it. I don't have anything else to use, so we're gonna go for this one that is the free one. Wait, what was the objective to do? The goal. Change the paint color of any car. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So how about, okay, I'll do it for this one. Customize. Ah, yeah, there we go. This is one that does have full custom colors. So you see, this was a thing even in Asphalt 7. Would you imagine that? And yeah, you can select the color you want, in the saturation you want, in the brightness you want. Oh, it looks kind of dope. Though I would prefer it kind of like this. Brighter, but way less saturated. So it's a very subtle color. Hey, Jesus, I can speak. It gets completed and I get a new one. Complete 10 traffic control, which I believe is just hitting traffic cars. But I won't be able to do it in this race because I don't believe there's traffic cars here. And we're in Moscow. Moscow. I hate how in English you pronounce it Moscow. Like it's a cow. In Russian, you pronounce it Moskva. All right, here we go. Knockdown. So, same idea. You want to get close to them. You want, if possible, you want to have the Shockwave Nitro. So, let me try that. Also, look at this map. It's so dope. There we go. And while it's still going, try to knock down more dudes like this one. Maybe these other dudes. Oh, it ran out. Okay, fine, whatever. Then this guy we're gonna have to sandwich against the wall. There you go. Good job. And, ooh, okay, you get sandwiched too. And...
watch your back, buddy.
You are gonna get... what is this called? Adrenaline. Okay, fine. See, I think I already beat... oh, 15 move combo, by the way. Usually the combo counter, it's on 6 on the top right, 8 by now, 9.
Out of the way.
I don't think that counts. Well, you're using the adrenaline, the counter kind of stops. The timer for the counter. Oh, look at that, already did a 15 move. I think the maximum that I've managed is something like 30. Because obviously the more moves you have, the faster that thing times out. So sometimes you don't even have enough time to do a drift in order to keep it. But see, you see how the thing is not moving at all? Yeah. I mean, the counter isn't counting down. You know what I'm saying, I think. I hope. Now, this countdown noise is so obnoxiously loud. Jesus Christ. It's the same one that was later used in Asphalt 8, but man, it's so loud over here. But there we go. Got all my knockdowns. And also did my 15 moves. So I get my 3 stars from this. And I should get 1 more. No, not retry. Yeah, no thanks. That's fine. So by the way, when I'm hitting no thanks, it's because it's asking, hey, do you want to share this on your Facebook and get additional rewards? That's why I hold go no thanks. You still get your 1 star from it. Win a competitive event without any knockdowns. Complete 10 traffic controls. I still gotta do that. And complete a championship event. Well, yeah, that'll have to wait a little bit. More cars added to the lottery. The Countach. Oh yeah, baby. Very nice. All right, next race is in Rio. A regular race. For regular prices, we're still in tier 2, so let's use this car again, because why not? Okay, here we go. Rio de Janeiro. A much bigger map than the Rio de Janeiro maps in Asphalt 8. Just saying, just saying. I can't help but continue mentioning Asphalt 8, alright? It's just natural for me to want to compare both of them. It's just natural. Alright, I gotta do no knockdowns to get an additional star over here. Alright, that's not a problem. Honestly, in this game, I rarely feel the need of knocking down other than, you know, in knockdown events. I mean, I don't really feel the need to knock down in pretty much any racing game. But in this one in particular, because like I said, it's slightly more difficult to do than knocking down became in Asphalt 8 and in Asphalt 9. So yeah, I rarely have the need or interest to do so. Okay, I missed one of the money pickups. By the way, those money pickups do not respawn. Obviously, the nitro ones do, so that when you're in the second lap, well, you can pick them up again, or maybe your opponent's behind you and all of that. The money pickups don't. Fortunately, the AI cannot pick those, so those are exclusive to the player. But yeah, once you have picked it, once you get back to that same area in the second, third lap or whatever, they're not there. So that actually incentivizes you to go into different paths in the same race, because one time you want to go in a certain path and pick everything that you can in that, anything that you can in that particular path, and then you want to go in the alternate paths and see if there's more money pickups. And for most of the times there are. Like one path has some, the other path has none, or maybe it does have some more, I don't know. But it absolutely incentivizes exploration, and honestly I can appreciate the game for it, because exploration is something really fun to do in racing games, and yet so overlooked in certain other Asphalt games. Not gonna name names, 8 and 9, not gonna name you. So there you have it, that is Asphalt 7 and its quirks and features, as Doug the Muro would say. No? You know? No? Okay, fine, whatever. So yeah, I want to make more videos on this game. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. It's quirky, it's janky, but it's a lot of fun. And, you know, you can make progress by just playing the game as opposed to buying a bunch of stuff like some other racing games that I'm not gonna name, Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9. But, yeah, absolutely a lot of fun to be had in this game. Let me know if you want to see some more of this, because like I said, I would love to make a series doing every single race. Because man, there's definitely a bunch of races to do, and you can unlock a bunch of cars in that way. So yeah, there's fun to be had over there. Again, let me know in the comments. But that is gonna be it for this video. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. And also check these videos that YouTube believes that you will be interested in watching. I made them, so they're probably very, very good. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.